What is going on, people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel and another episode of Displaying Classic. We are currently sitting at 12 weeks out from show one of the season. So we're at Body World Taunton today for a pool session. And I brought Andrew out of retirement to film a session. It's been a while since I've done a walkthrough of one of my training sessions, so no better opportunity than to run through pool today. Training performance is flying. I'd like to be a little bit lighter though, still sitting at about 103 kilos, and in this heat, pretty brutal. It's nice and air-conned in here though, so big session ahead. I'm gonna walk you through, give you some of my thoughts, but most importantly, get stuck into a really hard session here and just give you a bit of a fly on the wall approach to how we get on and how I take you through a pool session. So we're kicking off the session with the Watson T-bar. This is a fucking humbling T-bar, however, feels really good. Watson don't do many machines right, but they do the T-bar right. Rotating handles, adjustable width, feels really, really good. So we're gonna start off with this movement here, biasing the upper back. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when it comes to upper back training is traveling in the same direction as the weight. It is so important that you keep that torso neutral and let everything work around the spine, getting into full protraction, full retraction. So you're not gonna see me reaching with the weight. If anything, I'm gonna stay back, let my scap really wrap around the spine, and just maximize the range of taking the upper back through. Wow, that was heavy. 6+1, no, we'll take it. You may ask me what I've got in my large ESN jug. We've got some intra, we've got 30 grams of highly branched cyclodextrin, 10 grams of creatine, and 20 grams of EAAs. Aaron Aesthetics with this discount. Okay, looking to move up into kind of 9 to 12 rep range here. Oh. Oh fuck, oh fuck, holy shit. Fucking cardiac arrest on this thing. Fucking hell. I done one set of RDLs yesterday and my posterior chain is sore as fuck. And you can just feel it on there. I was shaking like a shitting dog on the last rep. A lot of people will ask, should you logbook when you go to different gyms? You don't have to. Personally, I do. Just because if I'm gonna come back and revisit this session, it's nice to have a real guide on what weight I should be selecting, so I don't overshoot or undershoot things, especially in a prep scenario as well. So, why you logbook now? Waddle, waddle, waddle. That was the exact song I was thinking about. It's up to the lemonade stand and he said. So slightly different setup than I'd normally do on a single arm row, but once again, we're gonna challenge the lat in the shortened position while we've got a fresh lat, and then later in the session, we'll move over to prime, where we've got the ability to adjust the resistance profile, and obviously match the strength profile of the lat at that point in the session with the resistance profile of the machine. So running with a single arm lat row. Why single arm for lats? I pretty much do 80% of my lat work single arm, just for alignment. I feel it feels so much better. My ability to connect, take it through a bigger range of motion is all there. Add that up over the space of a year, I think that's made a big difference. This whole off season, lats have probably been my most improved body part, and it's down to single arm rows and single arm pull downs. It's as simple as that. Always strap in. I can't remember the last time I've done a back exercise where I didn't use lifting straps. I get such a better internal stimulus. Prevents any inflammation building up in my forearms. I can get tendonitis in my elbows sometimes, so just using straps prevent that. And just like that, we're ready. One feeder set's all I need. Something that I should do, that I don't do enough, is actually consume my intra-workout in a shorter window of time. You should treat it like a meal. You want to spike that NPS. You don't want to be sipping on this throughout the whole of your session, because you wouldn't eat a meal for 2 hours. So it should be treated in the same way, with the same respect. If you do want to get that efficient NPS spike, get those carbs in the system, ready to utilize in the session. So on that note, I should probably finish it off. sure? I think it was 12. I think it was 12. Yeah, pretty sure it's 12. Oh, yeah, matched, nice. Yes, that felt good. Just trying to find the aircon and just stand under it. Those golden spots. My best friend today. I can't lie, this bench is doing a bit of a wheelie halfway through the set. That's a sign I'm getting a little bit lighter, right? But not light enough. Game on, same weight, as many reps as possible. We hit 12 there, so hoping still to hit around about 10 reps in this set. Perfect. No risky reps. Felt good. Right, last fucking set. Oh yeah. Nice. That felt good. Let's waddle this back in place. I think we're gonna run out of room. I'm gonna have to do something that's gonna look disgusting. I'm gonna have to get a rogue plate. Oh no, probably gonna get a fucking search warrant on me from the powerlifters. Quick.
Where is the powerlifter?
I'm being a bit rogue right now. This doesn't feel safe, I can't lie. Risky business. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so next up, seated prime row. I like to put the prime stuff towards the end of the session, as I mentioned, because we can adjust the resistance profile here. We know the back is going to get weaker in that shortened position, and it's much stronger in the stretch position, especially as we get further into the session. Your ability to get the muscle short is going to diminish. So we're overloading the top pin here, just so we can keep that resistance profile as smooth as possible. Heavy as fuck in the stretch, should drop off nicely in the short as I start to get weaker. Safety first. Okay. Oh. Risky. Felt good though. Felt good though. My safety mechanism did not work. Drops out on the kelsos. That felt good. As you can see, as I reach that length and range, I'm not trying to overreach and lock out of the arm. I'm trying to achieve full protraction of the scap without reaching full extension of the arm, so that when I then initiate the concentric, it's coming from the back and not the arm. That's when tension could shift into the bicep when you overextend at the arm. Fuck me, get your breath back, bro. There's 10, 11, 10. That's good. I don't know, 10. Now, typically, I then shift some load from the mid pin up to the top pin. We ain't got any room for that. So I'm probably just gonna repeat exactly the same set, because it still dropped off really nicely in the short position with only 20 kilos in the middle. So we're gonna go for an AMRAP on the same weight. Felt really, really good. Okay, yep. Oh. that time. That's all right. Shit me. At this point in the session, you don't need to do too much warming up. Just one set just to get a feel for the exercise, make sure the setup's correct, and then go from there. Just gotta find some fucking 20 plates. So, final back movement of the day. We're going for a bilateral prime pull down once again because we've got the ability to overload the length and range. Something that I really think about when it comes to training lats in a bilateral fashion is to sit as far back on the seat as I can. That way then when I get into the shortened position, I'm not going into excessive elbow flexion. I'm trying to lean back and have that hey. Yeezys are never good. Oh, God. So the cameraman just got taken out by a rogue plate. It just fell off the prime machine, rolled round and landed on his toe. But the camera's fine and his toe's fine. So we're gonna get into the last back exercise of the day and see how we get on. Oh, come on. Let's have it. Okay. Little ISO lat stretch at the end. Just got to trust the drop off. If you keep fighting the rep, it will drop off because of that resistance profile. Feels great. Done. Onto the fluff work that's just as important. Next up we've got rear delts. I like to do these in a unilateral fashion. A lot of people will mess rear delt work up by aligning with their scap, and their musculature that sits on top of the scap is way stronger, so it's going to take over. So I need to try and eliminate any movement from the scap. I'm going to forcefully get into protraction and stay in protraction, and I'm going to come down at a 45-degree angle so I don't align with the scap as much, so it won't retract. This feels so much better for the rear delt. I'm going to keep my arm locked just shy of a lockout, move at the rear delt, and actually isolate it and not have the traps of the rhomboids take over. One more of those, and then biceps. Oh yeah, lovely. Turn into a working set out of nowhere. So that is Paul wrapped up at 12 weeks out from the first show of the season. A really productive session today, and that was a little physique update post-workout. I've got to do 4 rounds, 8-second holds after every single session. I'm really noticing the effects of that in my posing conditioning, getting through to kind of round 3 without any gassing or any fatigue, which is a really good sign. And we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone with this expenditure approach of so much posing, because we're getting a load of output from it, but also improving our posing conditioning. Posing conditioning is completely different to cardiovascular fitness. You need to practice isometrically contracting your whole body in order to see that improve, and that way then I won't be outpost on stage. That's the goal anyway. So I don't know if the video will finish here, but if it does, thank you for continuing to support this prep series so far. I hope you enjoyed the increase in quality today with Andrew behind the camera. That lens is just ridiculous. So hopefully I'll have him on board for the remainder of prep for as many videos as possible, so I can bring the quality for you and document this process as we continue digging deeper.